Hello, and welcome to the Sunday meditation at the Light Institute of Galisteo and the Sanctuary of Light. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, we divide our meditation into 3 parts. In the first part, we begin on the highest level by asking our higher selves to take form for us and drawing them into our body. Your higher self is the intuitive essence of your soul. It's your own inner voice. And it's that guidance and it is that cosmic energy that you carry in this lifetime, in this incarnation. So we ask it to take a form, we draw it into our body, and we sit in meditation. I'll make a little om sound so that you can push the button on your apparatus and meditate for as long as you like. In the second part of our meditation, we practice the art of radiance, by which I mean that we reach up into the cosmos and we pull down, we magnetize to us a beautiful beam of pure white light down through the top of your head, down into your solar plexus. This is the center of your emotional body. And as we exhale, we laser that white light out across the planet, illuminating our planet and back into the cosmos, and then drawing it back down. We do that meditation with breath. So when we breathe in, we're drawing the light in. We bring it down into our solar plexus. We exhale even more slowly because that brings the brain into a meditative state. And we exhale through our mouths, across the planet and back into the sky. And we simply continue that breathing for that part of the meditation, followed by another Om. The third part, each week we pick a different situation or something, a theme that is focused on the world so that our consciousness and our meditative state can be extended out to influence, to pass through the ethers and link up with the consciousness of all humanity. This week, what we're going to focus on is human consciousness. That through light, through the highest light, we can extend and seed and activate a higher level of human consciousness that allows for people to feel empathy, for people to realize, perhaps, that we have lived many lifetimes. And in fact, from my perspective, you've been every race and most cultures. We come again and again. There's something very desirable about planet Earth to us. And so we will ask humanity what frequency of light it needs to awaken and illuminate each one and all humanity's consciousness so that as it moves into a higher octave, it expands. And that expansion of consciousness allows us to see beyond the constriction of our own belief systems, our own daily activities, and find ourselves participating as the purpose and the destiny of this incarnation with everyone else on this planet. Ready? We'll begin by a little breathing first. Close your eyes. Breathe in through your nose. And now hold for a moment at the top and exhale very slowly through your mouth. And once again, inhale through your nose, hold, exhale slowly through your mouth. Ask your higher self, the intuitive essence of your soul, your own inner voice, to take a form for you. It matters not the form that comes. Just receive it. It could be a horizon, a light, a being, a star, a tree, an animal, an equation. Whatever form it comes in, ask it to take that form now. your higher self to touch the place in your body where you are holding your divine essence, your divine source at this moment. It could touch you anywhere in your body. It knows where it is. Whether you see a place or hear it or feel it, focus on this place. It's holding your divine essence at this moment. And now just begin to breathe in and out as if your breath is opening that place where your divine essence sits. And now ask your higher self to enter through that place that it has showed you that holds this frequency, to enter into your body so that as you sit in meditation, you are sitting as your true self, your higher self. Om. With your consciousness, reach up into the cosmos and imagine that you are pulling down a beautiful beam of pure white light down to the top of your head and bring it down into your stomach, your solar plexus, the center of your emotional body. And as you exhale, laser that white light out. Imagine it flowing out across the planet, back into the sky. Breathe in, draw it down. Exhale, extend it out across the planet, back into the sky. And simply continue to do only that through this part of the meditation. It will allow you to move into a deeper level. Imagine that you could bring all of the 8 billion plus humans of this planet into your mind's eye, a massive group of all humanity. Feel them gathered in your mind's eye. And ask them what frequency of light they need from you to be able to expand their consciousness, their awareness, their perspective of what is true and what is the way forward and who each of us are individually and collectively. So see what frequency of light comes into your mind. Again, you might see it or hear it or feel it. Whatever color they are showing to you, reach up again into the cosmos and pull down exactly that tone, that color of light. Draw it down, feel it entering you, moving down into your solar plexus. And from there, laser that beautiful white light out to all humanity. And just imagine that humanity as a collection, as a collective group, a soul family, are taking in that frequency of light to expand their awareness, their consciousness, to open the possibilities and the realities that they have individually and all of us collectively. Take a deep breath into your body and open your eyes. Thank you. We do have a second part to this meditation. It's called Knowings. And every week, people from around the world send in questions that they would like for us to focus upon, themes that are important to them. And so that we can look at those and converse about those in a way that uplifts uplifts and illuminates all of us who are joining in this meditation, and therefore it travels out, rippling out across the planet. Allison will tell us the questions that have come for this week. Allison?
The first question is from Manhattan, New York, in the USA. Chris Griscom, you are one of the wisest people I know, and I welcome any advice you can offer to a gentleman from Manhattan. My wife died recently, and I followed her directions of having the body cremated, but we never discussed a memorial. So I am on my own with this, and I can't bring myself to arrange anything. I would rather just lay her to rest by myself in private and move on. Deeply within, I feel that this is between me and my wife, and not about everyone else. But my children are very upset about this. My question is, are funerals really necessary, and am I being selfish?
You, of course, are not being selfish, because you are the one that has been there through that process of her passing from her body. So, no, it's not about selfishness, but it is about, for most people, a way of celebrating. Instead of feeling the sorrow of a funeral, feel it as an opportunity to allow those who knew her to celebrate her life and orchestrate it in that way. What I would say, and I understand you're feeling like this is between the two of you. Yes, but you are never been alone. You have these children, you have family, you have friends, you have all kinds of people that when there's a funeral seem to come from nowhere because they had a karmic connection to your wife that really had nothing to do with you. So the funeral is about her. It's about everyone getting an opportunity to access that, to share in grief or laughter, tears and joy, and then move on. It doesn't have to be, it doesn't, but because you have children, what I would say to you is it's probably not worth the sorrow and the separation that you would have and the discomfort and discommunication that you would have with your children if it's important to them and you push them away. So one suggestion that I would have would be to talk to your children and say, this is too hard for me. I know we want to celebrate her. I want that with all my life, but I'm not up to it. Could you do it? You could orchestrate that. And that would be a great gift to her from you. It would allow you to realize that you have a place in this and that you are important, just as you were to her, just as you are to me and to all of our family. That would be my first guidance, and because I know that when people get shut out, they don't let go of it, and you would be dealing with that for a very long time. So it's probably worth your while to say, I can't do it, please help me. It's okay to need help when it comes to life and death. And I would also want to just whisper to you that your wife has given you all that she wanted to give to you, and she was free. It's hard for us that are left, but she is in an energetic state of more light and love than we can even imagine. And so what I always say at funerals is that each one think of the thing that they most loved about that person, because whatever comes to your mind about who she was in your life, you will psychogenetically activate that in you. This is true. It's her gift to you. It's her legacy. And that is how she lives on in your life, allowing you to love again, allowing you to go forward, allowing you to be embraced and embrace your children and all of those who want to participate in this. Allow yourself to move forward and to share this. If you don't, that's okay too. Funerals are not about the one that died. The funerals are about those that are left needing to connect. It's something that's been passed down since the beginning of time. And so consider that conversation. And another possibility would be just you and your children. That's another possibility, where there doesn't have to be any special arrangements. Just come together and say. And sometimes it's very nice to give some of the ashes to your children as well. However they feel they need it. You can do this. You're strong enough to do this. And it does make a difference. Great love to you. Alison?
The second question is from Cardiff, Wales.
Wales? Yes.
Dear Chris, I was out hiking on holiday and came upon a dove that was injured. It couldn't fly or even move well, but was still very much alive. I couldn't carry it back with me, and I'm sure it wouldn't have helped anyway. So after talking to this beautiful bird for a while, I walked on with a heavy heart. It crushed me to leave it alone, but there was literally nothing I could do. I'm hoping you know a way to help in a situation like this, or any situation that's helpless, where we must walk on.
You know, animals and of all kinds are very important to the story of our lives. That was not an accident that you arrived there, and that was the teaching that beautiful dove was giving to you, for you to contemplate. It's just what we're talking about right now. Remember, first of all, I would say, if you stopped and spoke to that bird, you gave your gift. Remember, the bird is a bird, and your presence was not necessary for its death or for its healing. And in fact, you may know many animals, cats and dogs, for example, when they're about to die, they do not want humans around. They will go and hide. They will try to get away. And so the bird could not get away, and you gave it a great gift by acknowledging it, honoring it. And then you have to honor it, whatever happens to it. Perhaps something will come, and that cycle of life, it will feed on that bird. And that will be a part of that nature's way. Or that bird will move on and it will heal itself. But whether it lives or dies is of course not ours or yours. It belongs to the bird, whether this is its moment. And so don't feel sad that you couldn't do anything, because you're right. So many times we gather these hurt animals up and we try to help them, and they die anyway. And perhaps they die with more fear of the human. So when you sat there for a moment and communicated, you gave a gift. You gave a gift that psychogenetically will be passed from that bird to other doves that these humans recognizes. Think of it that way. And don't be sad for the bird. It doesn't carry the same kind of fear or agony or suffering in the way that humans do. A lot of our physical suffering has to do with our mental connection of fear of death. Animals don't have that. That bird is not thinking, oh, what if I die? Not at all. And so you did something really wonderful to stop and to give your honoring and your love and caring. And that's all. That's all that belonged to you to give. And this is one of the things that's very important, is to realize that we answer any situation into which we come with our highest and best energy. And we recognize that we then must go on. And that as we go on, we carry the lesson, we carry the gift that has been given to us. And in fact, as you move through your life, you will begin to recognize these conversations, these themes, again and again in more powerful ways. And so it is a blessing and an honor that you were there. Walk on. Alison?
The third question is from Cusco, Peru.
Cusco, hello.
What is the best way to ask galactics or beings of higher consciousness to help humanity reach the higher, kinder octaves of consciousness and rebalance the pollution we have perpetuated on our Mother Earth. Chris, I don't mean letting them do it for us, but asking them to help us, like we would ask a friend or stranger to help us with a flat tire. Thank you for your gentle guidance through all of the upheaval we are experiencing on the planet.
I think that my role in these conversations are simply to remind you of these things that you already know. And that's where I segue into whispering to you. But of course, you yourself are galactic. And in fact, this world is full of galactic beings who are walking around attempting to help us. And so you want to watch for that, first of all. It isn't as if they're just out there. No, in fact, and they're coming in hordes to watch how we handle this, this incredible opportunity to create a very quick evolution of humanity and our planet. And so, first of all, you perhaps have heard me say that we have basically 4 profound genetic encodings. Of course, we have our human DNA. Then we have the DNA of nature. It's called devic DNA. Because you are a part of the shark, you're a part of the blue-green algae, you have come from all of that. So you have a link there. This is what allows us to know that we can communicate with galactics. Then there's the angelic, because the angels are our cousin species. Whatever religion there is on this planet, they have a recognition of these higher frequencies of beings that are connected to us in many ways. So you carry that as well. And lastly, you have galactic DNA, because Earth is part of a galaxy. And all of the stars and all of the planets and energies within our galaxy have a common energetic, which is the carbon atom. And so you yourself are carrying a galactic energy, and that's why you're thinking of it. And in Cusco, of course, as I've been there, and also in other areas around there on high elevations, it's very easy to imagine and to know through ancient cultures and through today's world that we are not alone here, that there are wise and evolved, more evolved cultures and energies besides humans that occupy planets and energies across our galaxy. So what I would say to you is to kind of ask inside if there's any particular group of galactics. Most people know about the Pleiadians or the Arcturians or many others, and ask which one is meaningful to you, that you have a stronger relationship with you. And you will feel that. It doesn't mean to be able to beat your breast and say, I am an Arcturian. But it simply means that you have a funnel and you can select some energetics that are closer to you. And then all you have to do is call them in. People from beginning of time have talked about spaceships, about being abducted, about feeling presences. All of these stories have a basic core of relevance in which, why do we have these experiences? Not because we're fantasizing, not because we want to be more important or powerful, but because it's true, because we are not alone. So let's do that right now. Close your eyes. Just imagine for this moment that you have activated your galactic DNA. It's just like human DNA. You can witness it, you can see it, and it might change the way it looks anytime you see it. It may look very differently than what we imagine as the double helix of humans, which of course is only because we can only see double helix. We have many more helixes. But you can imagine right now that you are connected and feel your higher self guiding you, so that any illumination that comes from that higher level of consciousness, because you are reaching up in your own consciousness to be able to access that. And so feel as if somehow you are calling in, and that you have some kind of an accord, even if you don't have any awareness of it or confirmation at this moment. And now ask all those galactics, a group of galactics, who wish to help humans. And you said it so succinctly, not to do it for us, but to support us, perhaps to whisper to us, to illuminate to us, so that we have these wonderful moments of illumination and awareness of how to accomplish things. These come from those higher octaves. So ask them what frequency of light they need from you to really bring themselves into conscious awareness with you, to support your illumination of that connection that we can call upon, just as you said, calling upon your neighbor to help you or your family, to call upon these higher familial galactic genetic cousins or relatives to come in, and to know that we're calling them in, and that we have love and consciousness to bring them in, even if it's walking down the street and recognizing, seeing someone and thinking to yourself, there's a galactic. Once we have talked like this, you'll begin to do that and know that this world is full of that. But then ask them what frequency of light, because light is the cosmic language of communication that these galactics need to be able to support our evolution and the changes on our planet and the changes in the human DNA. Let's do it now. Bringing into your mind's eye imagining. Could be several or many galactic groups or one galactic group. Whatever comes to your mind's eye right now, bring it in. And ask these frequencies. You might see them, or you might just feel an energy about them. What color they need from you to make that link with you, to be able to pass to you the wisdom, the intelligence, the compassion, the higher octave of consciousness that will facilitate why we are here and our destiny and purpose in life. And see what color comes into your mind's eye right now. And now imagine that you're pulling that frequency, as we did before, in through the top of your head, drawing it down into your solar plexus, and from there lasering out that color into these energies, these higher galactic energies, of which we are all a part. And feel that color that you perceived continues to flow down through you and out and to them. By the way, the color might change as they receive that color. I'm seeing some colors changing. Just whatever color is there, draw it down and laser it out to this conglomerate of galactic frequencies, so that you feel that there's a link, and keep allowing that light to move out and to move into that energetic until you feel that there's that opening, until you feel that suddenly there's an awareness there. And simply, with your consciousness, begin to express that we need guidance and illumination in order for us to do our part on this planet, and that they can help us if they so choose. A little bit more of that light, and feel it being absorbed and received. Know that because you have made that link, that link of the energy going out, the color, which is cosmic language, going to them, they're receiving it, and now they will begin in ways that will surprise you, to open for you that awareness, that link. And take a deep breath into your body. And open your eyes. And allow yourself to feel peacefulness, a happiness, a connectedness, knowing that this is part of your purpose. And I'm very grateful that you asked that question, because it's time. Great love to each and all of you.